welcome back to the Infopedia channel. So today we're going to see a new topic called test divisibility of numbers. So stay tuned till the end. So this is a topic in maths. It is like a method to check whether a number is divisible by its given divisor or not. So that's basically what test divisibility is. So now let us look at the test divisibility rules for the numbers. So let's look at the test divisibility rule for the number 2. A lot of people might actually know this, but for those who don't, let's recap. To check whether a number is divisible by 2 or not, we should check the units place. In the units place, if the digits are either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, the number is divisible by 2. But if any odd number is in the units place, it is not divisible by 2. Let's look at an example. Just let me get out my type. So now we have the number 560,352. It is divisible by 2 since the number 2 is in the units place. And we know that if the number 2 is in the unit place, the whole given number is divisible by 2. Now let's look at a few sums. You can also pause the video and follow along with me if you'd like. So we have 567,898. So instead of doing the actual division method, it will take a pretty long time. So instead, let's just go ahead and look at the units place, which is 8. So the number is divisible by 2. So let's write it down. 898 is divisible by 2. 2. So now let's look at the next number, which is 789,973. This number is not divisible since if we look at the units place, it has 3, which is an odd number. So 789,973 is not divisible by 2. So now that we did a few sums, let's go ahead and check the divisibility rule for the number 3. So to check whether a number is divisible by 3 or not, we have to add all the face values of the given number, and if the sum of all the face values, the resulting number, is divisible by 3, then the original number is also divisible by 3. But if the sum is not divisible by 3, then the given number is also not divisible by 3. Let's look at an example. 45,063. Let's add all the face values. So we get 4 plus 5 plus 0 plus 6 plus 3. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. So 18 is the sum. It is divisible by 3. Because once we add all the digits, we get 18, which is divisible by 3. So 45,063 is also divisible by 3. Now that we looked at an example, let's look at a few sums. We have 5,754. So let's add all the face values first. So we have 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4. So now let's see the sum. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 plus 4 is 21. So 21. So 21 is divisible by 3. That means that 5,754 is also divisible by 3. Now let's look at another sum. We have 85,675. So first let's add all the face values. We have 8 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5. Let's look at the sum. So we have 8 plus 5, which is 13. 13 plus 6, which is 19. 19 plus 7, which is 26. And 26 plus 5, which is 31. 31 is not divisible by 3, so the given number, which is 85,675, is also not divisible by 3. So 85,675 is not divisible by 3. So now let's look at the divisibility rule for 4. So this is pretty simple. To check whether a number is divisible by 4 or not, we have to check the tens place and the units place. If the number is divisible by 4, then the given number which is given is divisible by 4 also. Let's look at an example. So we have 736,824. We have in the tens and units place, we have 24, which is divisible by 4. So 736,824 is also divisible by 4. So now let's look at a few sums. We have 86,755. So let's check out the tens place and the units place. We have 55, which is not divisible by 4. So that means that 86,755 is not divisible by 4. Let's look at the next sum. We have 46,532. In the tens and units place, we have 32, which is divisible by 4. So that means 46,532 is also divisible by 4. So 46,532 is also divisible by 4. So now let's check the divisibility rule for 5. Now this is pretty easy, but for those who don't know, again, let's have a recap. To check whether a number is divisible by 5 or not, it's very simple. Just check the units place. If it has 5 or 0 in it, it's divisible. If not, then the number is not divisible. So let's look at a quick example. 560,945. The number is divisible by 5 since 5 is in the units place. So now let's look at a few sums. We have 84,746. So if we check the units place, we have 6. So that means that the 84,746 is not divisible by 5. So now we have our last sum of the day, which is 7,369,270. Now that's a big number, but we just have to check the units place. It has 0 in it, so it is divisible by 5. So 7,369,270 is divisible by 5. So that's it for today's video. I will be doing a part 2 of this. We'll be seeing the numbers from 6 to 11. So stay tuned for that and subscribe. Leave a like if you liked the video. And thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.